This episode starts with Shirley giving her class a tour of the Canterlot Castle Gardens, and the CMC starts spontaneously arguing. They come across a statue of
This creature is called a Draconiquus.
Yeah, that. It's named Discord, and it's...
Confusion, evil, chaos. It's not chaos, you dodo. Don't call me things I don't know the meaning of. And it is too chaos. It's not. You're both wrong.
Huh, I thought they were friends. No, it's actually the spirit of chaos, and their arguing seems to have an interesting effect on the statue. Wow, you three just screwed the world. Congratulations. Cue happy music.
My little boy.
Rainbow Dash is flying around when she gets hit by an unruly cloud made out of cotton candy, which rains chocolate milk. No, I am not making the reference. And Applejack's corn crops turn into popcorn. And apples grow about 5 times their prior size. Rabbits get super long legs with hooves. Yeah, a lot happens really quickly. Twilight comes along with her brand new Fix Everything spell, which does a grand total of nothing. Rainbow corrals all the clouds, and Applejack lowers them to the ground. And Fluttershy gets the animals to eat them, much to Pinky's annoyance. Spike gives them a letter saying the Princess Celestia wants to see them all immediately. Apparently, all the chaos was caused by Discord, who happens to be an old enemy of Celestia and Luna's. Long story short, Discord is not a good creature. Celestia and Luna turned him into stone with the elements of harmony. He's back, and it's up to the main 6 because the princesses are no longer bonded to the elements. Unfortunately, the elements are missing, and we get our first sight of Discord. If you don't know who voiced him, you aren't doing this brony thing right.
It's quite lonely being encased in stone, but you wouldn't know that, would you? Because I don't turn ponies into stone.
Discord took the elements away, and he seems to take delight in getting inside the ponies' heads, or on them. Discord then gives them a riddle to find the lost elements.
Retrieve your missing elements, just make sense of this change of events. Twists and turns are my master plan. Then find the elements back where you began.
Twilight sees the palace labyrinth and assumes that that's where Discord hid them. One question. Why do you have a palace labyrinth? When they get to the maze, Rainbow tries to fly over, but Discord, being one step ahead of them, take the Pegasi's wings and the unicorn's horns. So, apparently this is a game now, and there are only 2 rules. Rule 1 is no flying and no magic. And Rule 2 is that every pony has to play. Actually, that sounds pretty fair.
Never fear, girls. We have each other. Yeah, like Twilight said. There's nothing we can't overcome if we all stick together.
The second they step in the maze, Discord separates all of them. They decide that the best course of action is to find their way to the center and regroup there. Sounds logical. Applejack comes across some loose apples that she follows to a strange apple orchard. Then 3 apple creatures arise and tell Applejack to ask one question, and they'll answer it.
Alright then. I don't trust this place worth a hill of beans, but I got a real bad feeling about this feller, Discord. What's gonna come of this here mission we're on?
For the answer you seek, go ahead, take a peek. I hope I never see you again! 2, 5! It's settled then.
I love a good self-fulfilling prophecy. Yep, Discord turns Applejack's element on its head, convincing her that sometimes a comforting lie is better than a painful truth. Twilight comes across Applejack, and Applejack has actually gotten better at lying. Pinkie Pie finds a balloon garden and is just excited to be there.
Come on, when is a balloon ever gonna look intimidating?
You had to ask. A balloon trips Pinkie in the mud, and all the others start laughing at her. Then Discord convinces Pinkie that her friends think that she's just one big joke.
Oh, poor Pinkie Pie. And here I thought laughter made you happy.
Happy? I think so.
Twilight meets up, but Pinkie is incredibly grumpy now. Next up, we have Rarity, who comes across some gems in a rock. She becomes tempted by the jewels, but she actually tries to fight it. I'm impressed. But she does eventually fail, and she turns to greed. I'm not entirely sure about this one. I mean, I get the previous ones. Sometimes the truth and laughter can be painful, but here, Discord just got Rarity to take a chunk of rock. It would have made much more sense if Rarity was forced to be a little too generous and give away something too important. Next up is Fluttershy, who gets lured by butterflies. They turn out to be Discord, and this is actually pretty hilarious.
So-called friends, huh?
Oh no, I'm certain they're doing their best to find me.
Well, it must be so upsetting to know how weak and helpless they think you are.
Not at all. I Emily can help us, and I appreciate their understanding.
Yes, well, sure, it burns you up. I mean, they're always pointing out your flaws, right?
Not really.
Yes, Fluttershy just counter-trolled Discord. Him, not being too happy, just taps her on her head and turns her cruel. Yes, Discord was playing mind games all along simply because he felt like it. That's the kind of guy he is, and it is awesome.
I'm so glad to see a friendly face. This awful labyrinth is getting to every pony. Aw, boo-hoo-hoo. Why don't you wave your magic little horn and make everything all right? Oh, that's right. You can't. You don't have one.
No comment. Last up is Rainbow Dash, who gets lured by her cutie mark to Discord himself. Discord makes Rainbow choose her loyalties. Either she can stay in the labyrinth and let her home crumble, or she could take her wings back, save her home, and cause every pony else to lose the game. Rainbow chooses to fly off, which causes the maze to collapse. The main 6 lose the game. Oh, and by the way, the elements were never in the maze. It was all just Discord messing with them and turning them against each other. So yeah, Twilight tries to solve the riddle again, while Discord turns the world to hell. Twilight figures out that the elements are back in Ponyville, specifically in the book from the start of the whole series. Oh, you're clever. Really, really clever. Of course, getting home is no easy task when day and night happen at will, and the roads have become soap. And her friends aren't helpful.
Good boy, Angel. Mama's so proud.
I'm kinda scared now. They eventually make it to Twilight's library where they look for the book, and there's an extended fight scene which results in Twilight finding the elements inside of it. Also, Twilight realizes, finally, that her friends have become huge jerks. Oh, and she also realizes that they're missing Rainbow Dash.
Congratulations, Spike. You're the new Rainbow Dash. Now let's go!
Me? But what if she finds out I've been impersonating her? Ugh, that won't end well.
Episode. Make it happen. Don't care how. So we're in for a final confrontation. Except it doesn't work. Without Rainbow Dash, the real Rainbow Dash, the elements, I don't know, brain fart or something. And then Twilight breaks. Yeah, it's really sad. Twilight is so defeated that she decides that she wants to move away from Ponyville. But she's stopped by Spike barfing up a ton of letters. These are the letters that Twilight has been sending to Celestia, and wait a minute, there's clearly more than 25 in that pile. Are there some episodes you're not showing us? The letters help Twilight remember the benefits of friendship, and she turns back to normal. But seriously, I want to see those episodes at some point. Twilight goes and begins turning her friends back to normal, starting with Applejack, using some sort of spell that, quite frankly, I have no idea what it does. Yes, I know it turns Applejack back to normal, but I'm not sure why. Hey, if Discord can do it one way, then Twilight can do it the other way. Onward to Fluttershy, then to Rarity and Pinkie Pie. The only one remaining is Rainbow Dash, but she's not in her home. Instead, she's on a cloud which she believes is Cloudsdale. Okay then. So, Fluttershy politely suggests to Rainbow Dash,
I'm just wondering if it's okay if I hold you down against your will for a little bit?
Didn't take her for the type to be into BDSM. Rainbow Dash flies off, and we have a thrilling chase scene where Fluttershy actually manages to chase her down, and Applejack lassos her, and Rainbow Dash turns back to normal. So the main 6 go to confront Discord one more time. As soon as they do that, Discord levitates them closer, but Twilight teleports in and saves them.
I'll tell you what we've learned, Discord. We've learned that friendship isn't always easy, but there's no doubt it's worth fighting for.
Ugh, gag. Fine, go ahead. Try and use your little elements, frenemies. Just make it quick.
Are you really that... Never mind.
What's this?
You're surprised that it worked. Discord turns to stone, and we have a homage to Star Wars. Okay, wow, talk about some serious mood whiplash. I mean, damn. We went from a boring party to essentially a demon that not only tried to take over the world, sort of did. Some people don't like the serious shift in tone, but I kinda do. I don't know, it just makes everything feel bigger and more important. And then there were the emotions. When Twilight turns gray, I think it's more intense than anything we've seen so far. Now let's talk about everyone's favorite part of the episode. The villain. Everyone loves Discord. He's the perfect blend of hilarious and diabolical. Usually they either go one way or the other, making the villain funny but incompetent or completely evil but a total killjoy. Discord has both elements down packed. He's definitely a huge step up from the underdeveloped Nightmare Moon. In fact, this seems almost like the opposite of the first season opener. The only thing saving that episode was the climax with Nightmare Moon. Here, the climax is the only thing that's wrong with it. I mean, Discord just stands there. He doesn't realize that none of the main 6 are gray, and even when they're shooting rainbow beams at him, he doesn't try to escape. I mean, come on! In fact, this anticlimax was incredibly easy to avoid. Discord levitates all the mean 6 close to him, Twilight teleports in, and being close enough, Harmony blasts him to stone. Anticlimax sort of avoided. Yes, I complained about Rarity's corruption making little to no sense, but in the grander scheme of things, I don't think it really matters. Discord could have done whatever the hell he wanted to. And Discord does make up for the flaws of the episode. Easily. And so do the corrupted ponies. It's funny in a really sick and twisted way watching them be assholes to each other. Yes, I am a terrible person, but I actually like the moral that it leads up to more than the humor itself. Friendship isn't always fun, and it isn't always easy, but it's definitely something worth fighting for. For that moral alone, and Discord, this episode gets a gold. But seriously, I want to see those other episodes sometime.
I'm just wondering if it's okay if I hold you down against your will for a little bit?
Of course.